for another episode of the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a show made by 12s from around the world for 12s from around the world. I'm Mosette, and here's your host, and my dad, the self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity.
Yes, thank you, everyone. This is your self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity, and welcome to another wonderful edition of the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, episode 1221, as we wrap up the entire 12th season of your 12-Man Fan Jam Show and the 2024 season of the Seattle Seahawks. So do us all a big favor, grab a sin or a desired beverage of your choice. Keep your arms and legs inside the podcast at all times. Please put your tray table up and your seat in the full upright position. And remember, this is not the end, just the end of a season. Unfortunately, those things come to an end. So we are having our wonderful fan jammies at halftime. We'll talk more about that award show later. But before we do that, let's introduce the posse for this show. Over there is Matt from Mighty Old England. Merry Old England. Hi, Matt.
Mighty Old England.
Mighty. Right now.
Good morning, Moses. How are you?
Oh, not unwell. Thank you. And yourself?
Well, I am good. I was rather sad to see that dear old Aaron Rodgers, good friend of the show, has been let go from the Jets, as I understand it. They've had enough. They had enough of him, and sent him packing. But I think, in reality, he'll be rather relieved to be leaving the Jets. After all, when he heard he was leaving gangrene, he thought he was just an update on his ankle injury.
Nice.
He does like gangs, though.
Yes, well, don't we all?
Allegedly. Well, I'm sorry to hear about gangrene. Yeah, allegedly. Gangrene. Yeah, gangrene. Aaron Rodgers leaving town. That's really sad for,
He's got to Minnesota to complete the Favre cycle.
I love it. That's it. You're right.
Didn't Favre also have to apologize for sending unsolicited dick pics as well? Didn't he do that too?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, still got that to do then.
Indeed.
Yep. I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah. Let me just check my photos to see if I picked any up.
You got anything there?
I'll be right back with you.
All right. Well, that's it for pictures. Already says the posse. That's Dustin down there. Hi, Dustin.
Hello. How you doing?
Good. You just moved.
Yeah. Well, just bought a house. So we're staying in Wenatchee permanently. It's all official now.
Nice.
So
congratulations.
Got a house. Got the keys yesterday.
Nice.
We started moving stuff in today, but we're gonna do some renovations before we actually move in all the way.
Sweet. So. And you want to kind of share with everyone? You share with us what you found when you started moving stuff. You have an unusual collection.
Oh yeah. So we got all our stuff out of storage, moved it to the garage today. And one of the rooms I have, I'm gonna be doing the podcast stuff in. And I started getting some of my memorabilia and boxes and putting them in there. And I found a bin full of jerseys, and I was just going through and looking at a bunch of the jerseys. I had like Warren Moon's jersey, and I actually had a Dave Craig one. I forgot to mention that.
Nice.
I had a Sean Springs, kind of from the original blue color era. And then I found like Matt Hasselbeck and Lofa Tatupu, and had a Deion Branch and Owen Schmidt, Max Strong, a bunch of those. Jerry Rice jersey.
The Jerry Rice jersey.
Wow.
Love it.
Yep, had a bunch from the Legion of Boom era.
That's awesome.
Have the twins jerseys.
Twins,
the Griffins. Yep, had those.
Because you had twins yourselves, so you said you're going to do that. Yeah.
Yep, they're actually their jerseys, but they outgrew them. But I still have them. I'm just never going to fit in them.
I have that same thing. We'll talk about that maybe. So we could do with those. But welcome again, Dustin. Glad to have you back here. And down there is Will. Hi, Will.
Hi, Moses. How are you?
Doing fine. How about yourself?
Doing okay. Just we're recording this Saturday night. I'm watching USA face off against Canada in the Four Nations face off. There were three fights in the first 9 seconds of ice. So
cool.
Yeah, these two countries do not like each other very much.
Yeah, Canada's not really thrilled with us right now, and I can understand why, to be quite honest.
Yeah. I saw somebody making a
boggles my mind, but what are you going to do?
Saw somebody on Twitter is making a joke about can GSP skate? Should we get him out there? And GSP is a George St. Pierre. He's a Canadian who is a UFC middleweight champion, a wrestler.
Nice. Well, I wish the Canadians and the Americans luck on that, I guess. In my own straight chessboard way. We were remind you that we do have a show that is run just like an NFL game, and we'll show you what that format is like right now.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
12-man Fan Jam show format, 4 quarters and a halftime. Quarter one, we're going to talk Seahawk news. There's some new offensive coaches that we're just going to kind of talk about a little bit and see what we know about them, which is not a lot, but that's okay. But it is some important changes on the staff. Second quarter, we're going to do predict. We're going to go over our mind-blowing predictions from last year and see how we did. And then we're also going to do our player adoptions. We had a new player and an old player that we each adopted, and the winner will get a very special prize, which I'll talk about here in the second quarter. Halftime is usually trivia, but it is time for our season-ending fan jammies. You do not want to miss the excitement of that show. So many awards are going to be given out. So many different things are going to be given. It's going to be a huge halftime.
Huge.
Grab your popcorn now. So I'm saying you do not want to miss this. Quarter three, we're going to play a little version of There Can Only Be One. I take 2 free agents and I make the posse cut one loose and keep one. And we always do that at the end of the year about this time. And of course, we'll finish up our fourth quarter, our final quarter of our final show of the 12th season with thank yous. And by the way, I have a gift from the posse that I will be opening in the fourth quarter. I do not know what it is.
It's a gift.
But it's a gift. And they said we're going to do the fourth quarter. So if you want to know what's in that box, you got to watch the fourth quarter. We are always on social media. You can find us on X at 12-Man Fan Jam Show. You can find us on TikTok at 12-Man Fan Jam Show. Shocker. Join us on our Facebook group, please. This is our big one because we put a lot on there. We put some game day threads when we have game days. They're awesome. Some polls when we have them. I'm going to put some pictures in there to caption over the off season. There'll be some fun in there. And some other fun. I try to find funny videos. If I find funny Seahawk videos, I share them. Or other things. Football related, but especially Seahawk related. So join our 12-Man Fan Jam Show, won't you? And you can email us at 12manfanjamshow@gmail.com. And of course, you're watching us on the YouTube channel, which is the Seahawk Positivity YouTube channel. Lots of shows, outtakes, specials going way back to the very beginning, going back before the beginning when Dustin and I were at a little show called Blue Wave Radio, and Matt would call in. And even before that, when Matt and I did our very first idea together, a couple ideas together, when we weren't the Positivity production, we were US UK production, which was the You Suck production.
You suck.
Yeah, and we put US UK on there, but we've changed it since now to the Seahawk Positivity Productions. But a lot of fun things you can dig through there in the off season. And now let's go ahead and go to the first quarter and news. Yes, news of really the Seahawk flavor tonight. Instead of just the entire NFL, it is our news hound, Will, with the 12-Man Fan Jam Show news report. Will, tell us a little bit about these offensive coaches or coaching changes that have been made in Seattle since we last discussed things.
Well, I'll just go over who we've the big hires and just give something really quick for each of them afterwards. Of course, the dam broke on I believe it was Championship Sunday when the team announced that they'd hired Clint Kubiak as offensive coordinator. Kubiak, of course, was OC for the Saints last year. They got off to a red hot start before injuries derailed them. On the offensive line, they were hiring John Benton. Would help if I get the name right. He's been an offensive line coach for almost 30 years between college and pros. He was coach. I think he coached the offensive line in New Orleans last year, and he's bounced around, been in a lot of different places. As quarterbacks coach, we've hired Andrew Janoku.
Janoku sounds good.
Janoku, yeah.
Dustin knows how to pronounce it. He knows how to pronounce everything.
I'm really good at names.
Yes.
So he was spent a lot of years with the Vikings in various roles. He was before joining the Bears as quarterbacks coach, and Afterwards, after 2023, he also spent time on Kubiak's staff in New Orleans. And then just recently, just this last week, we hired a run game specialist, Justin Outen. He was offensive coordinator in Denver during Russell Wilson's first season, but don't let that freak you out. He was running backs coach and run game coordinator for the Titans in 2023, and finished 13th in EPA per rush with a very bad offensive line. And he also has experience. So the staff is pretty well filled out.
It sounds like it.
Offensive coaches. Finally.
Sounds like it's interesting. A couple questions. First off, Kubiak, his dad, Gary, who was the backup for John Elway all those years in Denver, and then became a really decent coach, a good offensive coordinator, and a pretty decent offensive coach. That's his dad. So he comes from a pretty good pedigree, which is always nice to see. I don't know, guys. Do you feel like, and I know we quantify our picks by saying, well, they had a really good offense last year, or they didn't have a good offense. Is that fair? What if you pick somebody that was like 25th in offense? Would we be like, what is he doing? He's an idiot. Or does it pertain to the personnel that they had?
Well, I think a big part of these hires is McDonald and John Schneider want guys who are going to run the offense that they want to run.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
Last year they brought in Ryan Grubb. Grubb was like, "Oh yeah, I will focus on the run. I'll do what you want to do," and then reverted to form almost immediately. So it's all about.
I think so too.
I think it's all about okay, here's the identity we want to have, and here's the personnel we have, and you mold your coaching style to fit the players you're going to have.
I agree.
Which we did not have last year.
No, we did not. Dustin, a new thing seems to be last few years. There's a run game coordinator and a pass game coordinator. Your thoughts on that? Is that kind of a new thing? Do you think it's a good idea or no? Or
honestly, I'm up for anything at this point. Whether or not it's a good idea, I guess remains to be proven.
That's true.
We have a new offensive coordinator, and I like that he was talking about playing complementary football, because that was something McDonald was talking about all last year, how they need to be better at complementary football. He's obviously he was talking about the way the offense was playing and not giving the defense a rest and the turnovers and, throwing so much and, kept coming back. Oh, we need to run more. Like, all right, well then run more, don't talk about it, do it.
Right.
Do it.
And now,
exactly.
And part of that might've been because he was just coming from college, never been NFL OC before, and this first time doing it. I like the fact that we're getting guys from the NFL level that have NFL experience, that have been around the NFL game, and can hopefully go in there and produce some quality NFL offense.
I hope so. I agree with you there a little bit. Matt, your thoughts on the coaches? Anything there?
I'm quite excited. I think this has got some good seeds being planted here. I think John Benton, especially offensive line coach, good God knows we need something to do with our offensive line. He makes the outside zone is one of his sort of standard plays, or one of his expert plays he does on that. So you're going to see those lateral shifts, you're going to see running lanes, you're going to stretch defense lines out, you're going to see running lanes open up. That's going to help. If we've got fullbacks in there as well to punch the line through, that's also interesting.
He's talked about fullback.
Yeah, we've got fullbacks. We've got new offensive line coordinators to try and hopefully spread that defense and get some running lanes in there. That will allow K9 or Charbonnet or whoever, and I think someone else. I wouldn't be surprised if we go for running backs as well in draft. I think if we are, this feels like the most serious we have ever been about becoming a proper run team again.
Yeah,
this feels all the foundations for this to become our identity. Because how often over the last season have we sat there and said we've got to establish a run, and we were never able to do it. Well, if all these pieces start clicking into place and we are able to do that, then I think that takes us to a whole new level. And then, to be frankly honest, you can put whoever you like as quarterback. Gino can stay there for 3 years. I don't care. If all you've got to do is hand it off and watch them go for 15 yards down the line, I'm ready for it. So,
one thing Kubiak also said in his press conference is one thing you need in a scheme: an elite center. So I could see Dahlman from the Falcons set to be a free agent, could be a big target for us. It's a good year for centers in the draft. So we may finally have some stability at the center position for the
Which should be nice.
That'd be amazing.
And there's already rumors about Taysom Hill maybe coming over here too, so that'd be an interesting Swiss Army knife to have.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. Now, Little Mo would tell you that I wasn't for it when they played in New Orleans, and I said, well, I wasn't for it because I felt like you were taking a Hall of Fame quarterback off of the ball. You're taking Drew Brees off the ball. I had a problem with that because it's like, this guy's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He should never not be behind center if he's healthy. And so I had a problem with that. But this is a little different. Now, Geno's a good quarterback, don't get me wrong, but Taysom coming in on no short yardage or the third, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Oh, and don't forget, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but top 5 teams to maybe get Aaron Rodgers. Seahawks is in the top 5 according to the odds. Does that doesn't
Matt, comment?
Excuse me, I'm gonna go chug some toilet duck. I'll be right back.
There's a lot of great. There are a lot of great retirement homes up in the Pacific Northwest. So I'm sure, hopefully one of those will take his fancy.
Oh, please!
Yeah, there you go.
I haven't been this nervous since Jeff George joined the Seahawks.
Can I tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, let me tell you now. If he does end up somehow in the Seahawks, and although I've already said I'm going to step away from the show, next year because I've other issues going on. However, if Aaron Rodgers is playing on the Seattle Seahawks, I'm going to be on this show every goddamn week. I'm going to have something to say about that man every goddamn week.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
He better not wear number 12 if he does.
Oh my God!
He better not wear
12. The first thing he'll do is wear 12.
No,
man.
He's not getting the fans' permission for that.
You remember, I'm in Indianapolis, so we know a lot about Jeff George because he's from this area. I mean, when he became a Seahawk, I prayed every day, do not let him step on the field. And he never did for a game. I was the worst year of my life as a Seahawk fan because I just kept begging, please don't get hurt so Jeff George has to play. Keep him on the sidelines. And they did. He never played in a game, and I was so happy that he never made it.
That's hilarious.
But that being said, let's go ahead and end the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, bitches!
All right, we are at the end of the first quarter. We've got a whole bunch coming up. Of course, halftime is the Fan Jammies, the award show that you're going to enjoy. We're going to have some awards, actually, the second quarter, because we're going to talk about our mind-blowing predictions from last year and also the players we adopted and see who had the best adopted players. And maybe
who's going to be taking theirs back to the pound.
Who's going to take theirs back to the pound.
Yeah, mine needs rehomed.
So, and don't forget, fourth quarter, I'm opening a present. Y'all.
Ooh.
All right. So we'll be right back for the second quarter right after this. This is the 12-Man Fan Jam Show. Why not? Don't cost nothing. We'll be right back. All right,
It's the second quarter.
Hey, welcome to the second quarter of episode 1221, the season finale. 12th season finale of your Seattle Seahawks 12-Man Fan Jam Show. And we wanted to take this quarter and go back and look a little bit. We did some things at the beginning of the season. We adopted some players. We made some predictions for the season. And it's now time to kind of look back on that time. So let's look at our mind-blowing season predictions for the 2024 season.
You need to have the little harp music,
Yeah, something.
The Sarah McLachlan song for the adopted Seahawks.
We talked about that. We should.
Yeah.
Dustin.
Yes.
Your mind-blowing season prediction would be this. Ken Walker will lead the NFL in rushing. Well,
he has to be on the field for that.
He was 35th in the NFL in rushing.
This close.
He was only 14. He was only 1,432 yards behind the leader, but you were so close.
I mean, he was closer than any of us were.
True. Well,
it's not difficult.
Will said we would have the Seattle Defensive Player of the Year and the Defensive Rookie of the Year. And although Leonard Williams kind of got an eyebrow up, I don't think he got any votes. And
you got like a 1 second place vote, I think.
Yeah, and Byron was a no go there, but
he was a little underwhelming.
Still have high hopes for him in the future, though.
Oh yeah. I think he had a great.
It's a tough position to come in as.
I think he had a good season. He didn't have a defensive player of the year season. But he had a good season. Yeah, I agree. Little Mo said we wouldn't have one, we wouldn't have two, we'd have 3,000-yard receivers. Well, JSN had 1130. That's pretty good. Metcalf had 992, so we almost had two.
Ooh, close.
Lockett was 600, so the big letdown there.
Tyler was there.
Yeah, Tyler was there.
Tyler also played.
Yes.
and Tyler as the Beaver. Moses, I said that we would have the top 10 rushing offense and the top 10 passing defense, our offense. And even though we had the 8th ranked passing offense, we had the 28th ranked rushing offense. So just a little outside.
Yeah, got to run the ball.
So, Lil Mo did pretty good there. Almost had two. And Matt, I'm sure you would have predicted something about penalties to make my head spin, but you weren't here for that one.
I wasn't here for that one.
Yeah. So now we're going back to our adopted players. And again, Matt is not involved here. But the adopted players, we took a new player, we took an old player, we adopted them.
Matt, you were not the father.
Matt's not the father. But what I did do.
Thank God you didn't say I'm not the daddy.
We adopted these players, and I wanted to talk about the players themselves and how well they did and how well they did. I thought, well, there's clearly a winner here for best and worst, or best new adopted Seahawk and old adopted Seahawk. And I thought we should put an award to this. I thought, who was a very famous adoptive father that did really well? And the only one I could come up with is the Philip Drummond Adopted Father Award. Philip Drummond, if you remember from Different Strokes, he adopted Arnold and Willis. What you talking about, Willis? That one?
Oh, yeah.
I do recall it takes different strokes to rule the world.
It does. It does take different strokes to rule the world. So this will be our yearly Philip Drummond Adopted Father Award for an old player. And the old players we had were, Dustin, you went with Jake Bobo.
Yeah, he was there.
Little Mo with Tariq Woolen, pretty good year. Will went with Leonard Williams.
Woohoo!
And I went with JSN. And so after some close consideration and voting, we decided to give the old player award to me for JSN. So for JSN. So congratulations to me for JSN. I would like to thank JSN for being a great player, and I still will not pronounce his full name on this show, or probably never will. But JSN is JSN. Great start, great solid season this year. And I basically did this because I was not going to pick Jason Myers and piss off my son. So this was done out of defensive move. But JSN, I'm glad that you're having a great season, and I'm glad I could help you with that. Now for the Philip Drummond New Player Award. The new players that were adopted. Lil Mo took Jerome Baker because he was good in Madden. Well, he wasn't good anywhere else. Will took Christian Haynes. How'd that work out for us?
Yeah, could have been better.
Dustin took Byron Murphy with the first round pick.
Yeah.
And I went with AJ Barner. And so the best new adopted Seahawk was once again me with AJ Barner. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank AJ for being a great tight end. And I made that pick with Matt on my mind. I said, I'm going to do this pick for Matt. Matt, this was for you, buddy.
This one's for Matt.
This Mosey's for you, buddy. The fan jammy, it's for you. Thanks for helping me get the first two fan jammies of the night. As I got the new and old adopted Philip Drummond Award.
Feels rigged.
It does a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah, but I promise you I'll have no other awards the rest of the night. Unless you guys had some, but we'll talk about that later. So that is our new thing now. The adopted players will get the Philip Drummond Adopted Father Award, new player and old player. So I happen to have just won both of those, so it's interesting. Like you said,
that is pretty interesting.
I'm going to make an award and give it to myself.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I will tell you, when it comes down to Leonard Williams or JSN, I spoke to Little Mo, And Little Mo says not even close. That JSN would be the better pick than Leonard Williams. I said, okay. He didn't know anything about it. I said, who would you rather? Who's better? Who had a better year, Leonard Williams or JSN? Oh, JSN. It's not even close. I'm like, okay.
I don't remember anybody talking about him possibly being the offensive player of the year.
You know, he's actually up for offensive player of the year on our team.
I just mean like, in
Overall?
real life.
No. No, but you know what? This isn't real life. This is the 12-man fan jam show.
Real
and
life.
That's what we've done. And you'll see that coming up at halftime.
Holy shit, it's halftime!
All right, y'all, get ready. Get your tux on, get your drink going, get your food ready, get your popcorn ready.
We should be getting our jammies on now.
Fourth quarter, yeah, we should. Fourth quarter, don't forget, I'm going to open this package, but not now. It's time to go on a quick break and come back and do the 12-man fan jam show, Fan Jammy Awards, our 12th annual award show, only here on the 12-man fan jam show. We'll be right back after this. Remind you, wherever you go, there you are.
Stick around for Pia Dora's dance number.
We'll be right back.
Jenny's number is
whatever Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah.
Guests live from, pretty much everywhere. It's the 12th annual 12-man Fan Jam Show Award Show. A salute to the 2024 Seattle Seahawks regular season and the 12th season of the 12-man Fan Jam Show. And here tonight's master of ceremonies, the one and only self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity. Yes, thank you. I'm your master of ceremonies, Moses. Here, thank you. Another great Seahawks season by watching them take home the very best of the best and giving them a fan jammy. So glad you could be here with us this evening. The Seahawks ended the season 10-7 under new head coach Mike McDonald, but it was not a season. It was not bad. 10-7. It was a season that once again took a roller coaster of fans, a roller coaster of confidence every week. One week we beat the Broncos. The next week we get outplayed at home by the 3-14 Giants. I don't understand it. No surprise that the number one prescription choice for Seahawks fans everywhere is Xanax. I got my own bottle right here. It's kind of the heavy-duty bottle. Xanax, if you can see that. Yeah. That's my half season. It says Seahawk fan size, and the directions are pretty much take it until you're numb. So,
that's what you should do for everything.
So that's it's Xanax. It's like a lobotomy in a bottle. Hey, the season was one where we did indeed learn some things. Like Josh Allen once again learned as long as he has to put up with Patrick Mahomes, an MVP award is about close as he's going to get for the next few years, apparently. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow won comeback player of the year, just barely beating out the Cowboy fans that put the sacks back on their heads. Because, Cowboys, America.
I thought you were going to say Aaron Rodgers because he's got never mind.
Yeah. Cowboys, America's team, right? America's team right now out of a highly disappointing 7-10 season. That might be a lot more truthful than it was what I relate to, right, Matt?
Caught him off guard on that one.
He can't even answer.
and Matt, what happened to the Jets, Matt? What happened to the Jets? Aaron Rodgers was supposed to take this team under his wing and fly them to the Super Bowl. Instead, he threw them all under the train with his enormous ego and blamed everyone but himself for a 5-12 record. It was disgusting. The whole season came down to this boring, predictable conclusion where, surprise, surprise, it's the Eagles and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Eagles,
Super Yawn 959. A Super Bowl where the coin flip should have been done by Ben Stein.
Euler.
And instead of the national anthem, they should have sang The Same Old Situation by Motley Crue. I was also thinking the Talking Heads, same as it ever was. Then the game itself, of course, lived down to the expectations. I haven't seen a game more in need of a good old-fashioned Up With People commercial break or a Bud Bowl or something, please.
Yeah.
Although, to his credit, Kendrick Lamar did bring back the old rapper beat and took it to a brand new height. I mean, listen. When your
I enjoy Kendrick.
Me too.
When your ex-girlfriend is brought in just to dance to a song that's dissing you,
about being a pedophile. Yes.
You need to go back up to. It's time to go back up to the Great White North for a while. Yeah,
I love that the crowd did that.
I did too. It's time to go back up to the Great White North for a while, eh? You know what I'm saying, Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake did not have a good night.
But look,
No.
the posse's here. I love you all. The posse's here. Will's here. Hi, Will.
Hi, Moses.
So glad we could pull away from your normal Saturday night of watching your cat bathe. Will is our news hound, so like the country, half of us think what he says is fake. Will is such a cat daddy that he bathes his cat once a month. I used to do that too. He does that. It takes him a couple days to get the hair out of his tongue, but when he's done, it's Dustin's here. We love Dustin. Don't we love Dustin? Of course, we like Dustin. We love to appreciate the little things in life. Really, listen, it's not fun to make fun of Dustin. I'm not going to do it anymore because the jokes just go right over his head. But
are you a bigger man than that, Moses?
I'm not. Clearly not. Dustin just bought a house. He bought it off Barbie and Ken. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful.
Jesus.
Matt is here from England.
Yep. My job is beach.
Oh shit!
Hi, Matt. Matt is from England, for which for you kids, I think is the last time our country was ruled by a psychotic king.
Just kidding.
He always believed that a certain NFL quarterback has certain tendencies. He truly believes Aaron Rodgers loves tight ends as much as he does. But
Yes.
Matt stays up late for the show, which has us all questioning his sanity. But we'll get back to that. And then there's my darling son, Little Mo. My son, Little Mo.
Yeah.
He's making out with the dog.
Single-handedly keeping McDonald's in business. He's doing a great job. This kid spends working evenings as a cashier at a Dollar Tree telling everyone how much things are. That's $1. That's $1.
$1.25. Thank you.
$1.25.
Inflation.
I love him though. I do. His favorite color is pizza roll. It's amazing. I love my kid though. I love him, and you can too if you have an extra large Diet Coke and a plate full of nuggets. So enjoy yourself there.
You got anything for Dude? He's here too. You want to harass him?
Dude's just a black dog.
Got him.
Cat's trying to escape.
Yeah.
It's like, get me out of here.
Hey, before we start the awards though, I'd like to tell you all how the winners were chosen and how this whole process happened. Yes, this whole process. Where's this whole process? You wonder.
It was rigged. Whoever wins, it was rigged.
Yep. How was Rib's process?
I voted 5 times.
People around the world voted for their favorite, and each of the categories. Those votes were then tabulated, and a list of winners was placed into a sealed envelope. That envelope was then placed into a bigger envelope. That bigger envelope was put into an empty jar of Duke's mayonnaise. It was then secretly transported to the bottom of a well where someone named Beetlejuice took it in another world. And after saying his name 3 times, I was able to trade back the jar for a sad pair of seeds I told him would grow into Victoria's Secret models.
Oh.
It was then flown by private jet to be placed inside a case of body oil in Diddy's garage. And then snuck into Diddy's party as a badass new rapper named Moses Roses in his hoses. While Diddy's posse tried to grab me, I slipped out of their grasp thanks to the baby oil, and I slipped into the garage, grabbed the envelopes, and brought them here for the award show. So
this does not seem like an efficient process.
It does.
So it has mayonnaise on it, is what you're telling me.
But it gets the job done. So our first award. Let's go. It tastes great. Our first award this evening goes to the best offensive player of the year, and for the Seahawks. And here are your nominations. Wait, although I should point out that nobody was more offensive this year than Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's so offensive, even Trump was like, dude, you got an ego. But here are your nominations.
I think RFK Jr. was like that.
And the winner.
Trump really did say that, though.
The winner for Offensive Player of the Year is.
Who is it, dude?
Who could it be?
Gladiator.
Moses.
Kendrick Lamar. He won all those awards.
He did.
JSN is our offensive player of the year. Congratulations, JSN. JSN cannot be here.
Did you even invite him?
I did, but accepting his award is Maddie. Maddie, you want to accept the award for JSN?
Yes, thank you, Moses. It's wonderful to finally share a stage with you that doesn't need to be reinforced by steel rebar. It gives me great pleasure to accept the award on behalf of Jackson Smith, who racked up 100 receptions for 1,130 yards and 6 touchdowns this season.
Yeah.
Fortunately, considering his performance as QB at the Pro Bowl, he only had to play QB once this season with a lovely 35-yard trick play to DK Metcalf during the Falcons game. However, the only takeaway from this night's award is that the accolade is truly earned. Well done, JSN.
Yay! Awesome. Congratulations, JSN, for Offensive Player of the Year. Now, we have Defensive Player of the Year. Nobody was more defensive than, I don't know, pick somebody. No, I'm kidding. Defensive Player of the Year, here are the nominees. And the award for Defensive Player of the Year is... Let's rip into it like an old card. Leonard Williams!
Oh!
Hey,
Leonard Williams is Defensive Player of the Year. Leonard could not be here, so best this evening, so accepting on his behalf is Will. Will?
Well, thank you, Moses. Leonard wanted me to tell everybody that, remind everybody that the week after he got snubbed for Defensive Player of the Week awards, he picked off Aaron Rodgers and ran the ball back for a touchdown. So,
which was awesome.
Since he was not Defensive Player of the Year for the NFL awards, he will be picking off every quarterback next year and returning it for a touchdown. So,
how did you get a Leonard Williams lookalike? Will, you look just like him.
Well, yeah, it takes a lot of skill to do what I do. So
yes,
it's a lot of work. It puts in a lot of effort.
Congratulations, Leonard Williams. Thank you, Will, very much. Next is the Best New Seahawk of the Year, and here are the nominations. And the Best New Seahawk of the Year award goes to
Pharaoh Brown. And he fumbled.
Ernest Jones the fourth. Ernest Jones the fourth, our new Seahawk of the Year. He could not be here, but Dustin is accepting this award. Dustin, can you accept for Ernest Jones, please?
Please come back.
Absolutely. When I reached out to him and let him know about the award, he was excited, as excited as he was surprised about it.
Good.
He was only there for half the season. And he thought there were some other players that were there full season had a better chance. He told me switching teams in midseason is a hard adjustment, and he appreciates the recognition of his hard work, that he put in to help the team. And he also recognizes the weight that an award like this can have on a career. He's looking forward to using this new feather in his cap with his contract negotiations with the team.
We just blew it, didn't we?
He's going to lose a lot of money.
Thanks a lot.
Millions of dollars.
You're going to call from Schneider. I can't believe you.
He is going to be poor.
Did I say Ernest Jones? I didn't mean Ernest Jones. He's under contract. That's nice. Well done. Underrated Seahawk of the Year is our next award. Someone who's underrated as a Seahawk. And these are your nominations.
Anthony Bradford.
And that was not.
Other teams love him.
Their teams love him. The best underrated Seahawk of the year goes to Michael Dixon. Michael Dixon wins underrated Seahawk of the year, and accepting that for him is Little Mo. Little Mo.
Yeah, I spoke with him, and like always, he gets snubbed from the Pro Bowl like he's been the last couple of years, and he's just been.
Did you have some shrimp on the bobby with him?
Consistent as it gets. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, crikey.
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 Not a knife, Mike. This is a knife.
Sorry. That's Men at Work. That was my first concert, by the way, Men at Work. But congratulations, Michael Dixon. Michael Dixon, our underrated player of the year. Now it's time for Game of the Year, and here are those nominations. Game of the Year, surprisingly, Super Bowl 59 not on that list. I don't know if anybody knows.
I'm particular to Trivial Pursuit. I like that game.
Yeah, that's a good game. But the Game of the Year, not really a big surprise here, I don't think. It's the Seahawks and 49ers. Seahawks beat the 49ers 20-17 in their house. The 49ers were not able to come to the ceremony because, well, I didn't invite them. So,
fuck those guys.
They're the 49ers.
Exactly.
So, I'll accept on their behalf. I want to thank the 49ers for underperforming all season, especially at home when we played them. I'd like to thank Geno Smith for taking the game in his own hands and running like a gazelle into the left-end corner zone, left-end corner of the end zone, putting the 49ers to sleep, which I thought was awesome. And that was a really fun win. So thank you, Geno and the Seahawks. 12-Man Fan Jam Show. Every week we try to fit another heart-pounding, head-spinning, exciting edition of the best Seahawk-themed trivia game in the nation. I refer, of course, to 12-Man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia
of the world.
And so every fan jam, we crown the overall champion. Now, over this past 20 shows, we had 19 competitions. We had Statsman Mark won a competition this year.
Which was crazy.
Matt, you won a competition this year.
I did.
Mike Pascal won 2.
Yeah.
Brian also won 2 when we did the
I think any guest that comes on wins.
Yeah.
And Little Mo won 2.
Don't tell me Dustin won. I can't.
But before I announce the winner this season, I'm proud to announce that once again we have named this award for the 3rd straight year after our friend Statsman Mark, the Statsman Mark Halftime Tribute Champion Award, because he very rarely got anything right in halftime, and when he won that one, I thought he was going to pass out. So the 3rd annual Statsman Mark Trivia Champion Award goes with a score of 6-5.
Oh.
Will Harrison, you are once again for the 3rd year in a row.
Yes!
Our trivia champion. Congratulations, Will. Speech.
Okay. I would like to thank the Academy and the voters.
Back to you. Wait, you need to cry and thank Jesus and God and all that.
You like me. You really like me.
There you go.
Thanks to our Lord and Savior.
Congratulations, Will. And then, of course, we had our ever popular Posse Prediction Challenge. That's where we had
Big
points
posse.
each week between Team Posse and Team 12. Team 12 was Jose, Chris, Mike Pascal, Jimmy Foreman, Andy, Northern Hawk, and Carrie and Sean together. And then, of course, Team Posse was all that you see in front of you here with the addition of Statsman Mark. And so this year it did come down to the final. It came very close. It was a competition that got within 3 or 4 points at the end. And I'm proud to say that this is how we did the scoring. Before I do that, both teams, this is our scoring.
Blue balling us.
And I'm proud to say that the team final scores Team Posse wins 142 to 136.
Pandemic time.
Oh, great! We're gonna spark another pandemic.
I was rooting for the other guys.
Matt, you want to say something on our behalf here for Team Posse?
Winning feels great, doesn't it? Love it.
It does.
Bunch
It
of
does.
losers.
Suck
Bunch
it,
of
nerds.
losers.
Lomo, what do you got to say? Anything?
I just can't wait for a pandemic.
All right. Well,
Any excuse to stay indoors, do nothing, and eat.
yeah.
True.
Justin, what you got?
Stock up on toilet paper now. That was a problem last time.
Yeah.
Congratulations to all of us for winning, but then there was also the individual competition.
We ain't asking you, Will. We don't care
And
about you.
Our final our final prediction championship overall scores went like this. And last place was Carrie and Sean with 18.
Shocker,
Oh,
Sean.
Moses,
Trash.
who's this award named after?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Number 9 is Dustin. He had 19. He
Sean,
finished ninth over.
Sean, I know you can hear me. Trash.
I do not have a good year.
Little Mo had 8th place at 20.
Yeah, better than you, Sean. Trash.
That's been Mark at 22. Jose and Chris tied at 24.
Jose all the way down there. What's wrong with
In
them?
5th place, Andy and Jimmy tied at 25.
What the?
In 4th place was Mike at 26.
Oh.
And at 3rd place was me at 27. Now, that means it comes down again. The same two people. Now, I'd like to say that, take time to say that we dedicated this award a few years ago to our friend Tom Lucas. Tom, who about 3 years ago passed away,
Wish you, man.
was a great member of our website. He came on the shows a couple times. He was a lot of fun to have around, and we do miss him. And we decided about 3 or 4 years ago to dedicate this award because he loved playing the prediction. The Pods Prediction Individual Champion is the Tom Lucas Award. And the Tom Lucas Award winner goes to Will Harrison again. Will,
This guy.
congratulations.
This guy.
That guy, I'm telling you.
Let's go.
Man.
He should
You
be
guys think to say, well, speak.
Kendrick
Speak.
Lamar with all
Well,
his hammer.
I'm proud to have come out on top of all these valuable, these very skilled competitors, and I'm looking forward to going at it again next year.
I'd like to say I'm glad you didn't say you didn't come from behind when you needed it, because that would take us back to an old outtake from years ago.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Let's not go there.
As winning
All right.
trivia, winning the predictions.
I
Paul Day knows
know, he's
things.
killing it.
Paul
All
Day
right.
knows things.
But wait, there's more. There's more, because each of you can give up your own fan jammy. And here to present his fan jammy is Will. Will, what do you got for us this evening?
Moses, I wanted to do something a little different. As you know, we like to have a little bit of fun here, and
We do?
come up with some interesting asides every now and then. So since I am watching hockey, I decided to call this the chirp of the year, because they call it chirping when players are spouting off on the ice.
Chirp of the year.
And this year's award goes to Little Mo, who is not an archaeologist.
Yep, I knew that's where we go with that.
Because that was the most random,
Oh my
bat
God.
crazy comment for this show over
Absolutely.
the last season.
What am I, an
Little
archaeologist?
Mo, take a bow.
Thank you, everybody. I'm so
Except for
like
the
happy.
award, Will. Or Little Mo,
I like
speech.
it.
I can't believe I won. Always
Won
won
an
an award.
award. So wonderful.
And
That's a nice one.
I
We
got
also had
nothing else to say.
We also had Dr. Dustin with his news. Dr. Dustin, you got an award?
I do. I'm going to call
Yeah.
this one the Iron Man Award, kind of named after Cal Ripken Jr. there,
Oh,
who was baseball's Iron Man. This award is given to the Seahawk who logged the highest percentage of plays available to him.
oh, nice.
Yeah. This year's winner played 1,097 snaps for the Seahawks, which put him on the field for an incredible 99.73% of the plays available to him.
Amazing.
Yeah, this guy was durable. Award goes to number 67, Charles Cross, tackle, Mississippi State.
Even though
Nice.
he was injured too, and he came back from injury. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I love it because it has to do with your injury. See, it's someone who's not. It's opposite.
Well, yeah. I figured it wasn't going to be George Pham. So
No.
I was so hoping it was going to be Bradford, but but well, congratulations. That's a wonderful award. Now we also have Matt from Maryland, England, who always does his fashion and weather report. What do you got for us, Matt?
Yeah, so the MJ McDermott Award for football fashion across the NFL, not just Seahawks, proudly presented by Trump-approved plastic straws because paper straws are for losers.
And canceled.
This was a hotly contested award this year, as there have been some stand-up fashion moments within the NFL. But before I announce the winner, I would like to give some honorable mentions. First, DeAndre Hopkins wore his late father's mink coat to honor him at the Super Bowl. It was really appropriate too, as the Chiefs' defense also played like they were wrapped in mink, too soft, expensive, and totally ineffective.
Oh, yikes!
Line offensive.
Yeah, not
Second, our own DK Metcalf turned up to face the Falcons wearing jeans with over 200 stuffed animals sewn into them. This was slightly confusing to Mike McDonald, who at first thought DK had packed the entire offensive line into his jeans, as they too looked lifeless and stiff all season. But our winner this year is none other than Buffalo Bills wide receiver Mac Hollins, who entertained us all with his utterly crazy outfits, including as Fred Flintstone when he faced the Broncos, which was also fitting because by the end of that game, the Bills had the Broncos looking like they were still in the Stone Age.
Oh, my goodness.
Congratulations, Mac Hollins. You are this year's MJ McDermott Award winner.
MJ McDermott, we'll get something up for that, Matt.
And remember,
MJ.
I like that.
Paper straws are for losers.
The
Public
MJ
service
McDermott Award.
Totals
I
are just
promise you,
stupid.
I promise you, the MJ McDermott Award will be put out for the show. So we'll have an award for that.
Put it out for you.
And also we had Little Mo. Little Mo, you did the Madden, but what was your award for?
Yeah, I guess nothing. There's nothing to do with Madden, but my award I'd like to call the Dumbass of the Year / Dumbest Play of the Year. And it has,
who in the world could this be?
It's Anthony Bradford, and it's in the for week 1 when he tackles a guy in the end zone and gives us a safety.
Well done.
There's some honorable mentions in there, like Geno Smith running backwards by 45 yards towards him.
Oh, yes.
You have to get your steps in, man. You have to get your steps in.
Absolutely.
But tackling a guy in the end zone and giving up 2 points, pretty something special.
Or Ryan Grubb calling a shotgun formation on a subsequent drive that started on our 1 yard line that ended in a subsequent safety.
That too. Well done.
All the memories.
There are plenty of dumbasses to go around, but congratulations, Bradford. Well, hey, there it is. Another fun-filled, joyous, somewhat entertaining 12-man Fan Jam show, award show, Fan Jammies. We hope you enjoyed the Fan Jammies. I know I did. I know they did. Coming up after the break, we saved some Seahawk free agents as we say goodbye and wrap up our 12th season on 12-Man Fan Jam show. So don't you go changing, because what are you, an archaeologist? We'll be right back.
A barista.
Holy shit, it's the third quarter!
Yes, it is the second half of the final show of the 12th season of the 12-Man Fan Jam show. And we're so glad you're still with us. So another amazing Fan Jammy Award show. Went off without a hitch. We didn't have any smacking anybody, which was great. So it was really good.
So far.
So we have any dissing anybody.
Out your fucking mouth.
But before we say goodbye in the third quarter, we like to do something with free agency that's just happened. Free agency is about to happen. And some Seahawks are unsigned at this point. So I like to take 2 of them, put them together, and have somebody here choose one to stay and one to go. And a little thing we like to call There Can Be Only One.
There can be only one.
All right. Our first challenger is Little Mo. Little Mo, are you ready?
I don't know, that would be me.
Yep. A little busy with meat in his mouth right now.
Listen, I haven't eaten dinner yet. Calm down.
He's a little hungry right now.
You look like you need it.
All right, Little Mo. There can be only one.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Brown or Artie Burns? Which defensive back would you keep, Trey Brown or Artie Burns?
Get mid. I guess Trey Brown, because he's younger.
Trey Brown.
Well, are you still in the bathroom?
Anybody else have a question about that, or anybody disagree with him? Would you
I don't
keep
disagree
Brown
with
over
him.
Burns?
Yeah. Trey Brown looked really good his rookie season, so maybe
he's kind of under. Yeah, he looked bad this year, I thought.
Yeah,
I think I'd go with Artie.
Whoever's cheaper.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Artie. But Matt, you got anything?
No.
No, Dude. Matt's like, I'm ready for bed. Hurry up.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, hurry up, man.
I'm giving this one to Will because I know he loves this one.
Oh,
I want
dear.
to see your package.
I beg your pardon.
Again?
That came out wrong.
Whack.
This is a lovely one. I know. I almost gave this one to Little Mo, but I didn't. There can be only one.
There can be only one.
Stone Forsythe or Layden Tomlinson.
Lakin.
Sorry.
I will give it to Stone Forsythe because he has more versatility, and because I never want to see Lakin Tomlinson in a Seahawks uniform again.
Yeah, I think Lil Mo said that too. I'm
100% on board with that.
I said
Matt,
neither.
May said neither. Matt, what you got?
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Matt, your turn.
That being said, Lakin does have he did have that outfit that he wore, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" So at least he brought a little bit of fun to the dress up.
He did. Pharaoh Brown or Kayvon Wallace. Pharaoh Brown's a tight end. Kayvon Wallace is a safety. There can be only one.
Hey, spelling Kalon.
Kayvon. K''VON.
Kayvon.
And what's Kayvon? What?
Yeah, it's phonetic. It's just like
Because I'd keep Pharaoh just because I like the name. But what I would stress is I'd like to go into ChatGPT and put it in and see what ChatGPT, the AI, recommends. So just spell it's Kayvon.
Sure. Okay, you got Kayvon, right? Wallace.
Right. Wallace.
Yeah.
Like Wallace
and then Pharaoh Brown.
It's thinking about it. It's doing it. It's searching the web. It's looking up all the Seahawks things. I asked it, if you were the head coach of the Seahawks, which of these two Seahawk players in free agency would you keep if you could only keep one of them on the team? Pharaoh Brown or Kayvon Wallace? As a head coach, and this is what it says: as head coach, if I had to choose between retaining tight end Pharaoh Brown or safety Kayvon Wallace in free agency, I would opt to keep. Here we go, Kayvon Wallace. And here's
Kayvon Wallace.
All right. Performance and depth. There you go. Strategic fit. I mean, it's giving me a hell of a thing. I'm going to pump.
Strategery.
You should just use it for yourself.
This is giving me like 6 A4 pages on why I should keep Kayvon Wallace.
You would have sounded hella smart if you just went with it.
You need to send that to Schneider.
I am going to send this over. I'm going to send it to Mike McDonald. Is what I'm going to do. I don't know about that. Jesus Christ!
Just use ChatGPT, forehead.
It says, in summary, retaining Kayvon Wallace would address depth concerns in the secondary and align with the team's defensive strategies, whereas the tight end position appears well covered, making Pharaoh Brown's re-signing less critical.
You know what I think? You said you won't be able to make every show next year. I think when you're not on, it was good. ChatGPT your ass.
Just do it.
There you go.
Weather and fashion for Seattle. It'll bring out a 5-page thing.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want Pharaoh Brown's ass because I think he had 2 catches and he had like 5 fumbles. So he fumbled the ball like 10 times.
His name is more fun though.
Obviously depth though. Obviously depth.
I don't. You can get me to play tight end.
Strategic fit. All right, Dustin, John. There can be only one.
There can be only one.
Okay.
Jonathan Hankins or Travis Gibson.
Our future.
Gibson didn't even play, did he?
No.
Nope.
He was a linebacker, right?
Mm-hmm. That we traded for.
Yeah. And he didn't even play. And
They
then
were
who's
hyping
the
him
other
up
guy you
when they
said?
brought him in, then I think he got like 5 snaps all season.
Mm-hmm. And Rankins was pretty good.
Keep the guy that never played because maybe he'll be healthy next year.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I got nothing.
You like Hankins though, Little Mo, right?
He's well rested.
Yeah.
I'd take Hankins. Big run stuffing DT.
Yeah.
Why not?
Good. Mm-hmm. Here's the last one for all of us. This is for all of us. I saved the best for last. There can be only one.
There can be only one.
Ernest Jones or Jerron Reed?
Oh, Jones, hands down.
Ernest Jones,
not a question.
I think so too. I'd say
Jones.
He made a huge difference when he came over. He was a big
Listen, Jerron Reed's a nice
He won an
veteran.
award tonight. I mean,
I hope
he did win an award tonight.
I hope we keep both, but if there can be only one, there's the rules. It's the importance of being earnest. So,
nice.
A handbag.
Know what
All right.
know what I mean?
We know it's coming up in the fourth quarter. Let's end the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter, bitches!
All right, here it comes, the fourth quarter. Our goodbyes, our thank yous for the 12th season of our 12-man fan jam show. And I open a present, so get ready for that, I guess. We'll be right back after this, I hope. It's not ticking, I don't think, but it's not ticking.
No.
It's the fourth quarter, bitches!
Hey, everyone. It is the fourth and final quarter of your 12-man fan jam show for the 12th season all together. That's Will. That's Matt. That's Dustin. That's Lil Mo. It's time to say our thank yous and goodbyes.
Wait, I just want you guys to think something in, all right? I was 7 years old when you guys started. I'm now 19. There you go.
There you go.
Feel old?
Wow.
How about that?
We were
All
not
the time.
7 years
And
old.
yeah, Dustin, I just did math that fast.
Oh,
That was
we mapped.
crazy. That was
We mapped.
crazy.
But no,
So-
no decimals though. No decimals.
Now, before
Cool.
we say goodbye
Or fractions.
so long, do you want me to open this now?
I think
Yeah,
you should.
let's do it.
You should
Yeah.
open it on your OnlyFans.
The posse got a prediction or got a little collection together, and I have no idea.
I didn't because I ain't paying shit for you.
That's exactly what he
Wow.
told me. He
That
said
was
they asked me, and
aggressive.
I said I ain't paying shit for my son, for my dad.
Me,
Plot twist.
me and Dustin and Will got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a thing of bugles. It looked like.
Bugles, yeah.
Drum roll.
Might take one.
These truffles are really good.
Let me find if this really is bugles.
Oh, did you send it to your house first, Will, and then you packaged it up and sent it?
No, it came in an Amazon package. I just sent it directly from Amazon. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
This is our bugles.
What?
Your package
What?
must not be here yet.
Oh, I was gonna say that doesn't look like what it should be.
Oh no!
I got bugles.
That is hilarious.
That is very funny.
I'm crying.
Oh, what sucks is that now I gotta call Amazon customer service and find out where the damn
Wait,
thing
it was
is.
just one bag of bugles?
That's not what it was supposed to be. That's a completely different order.
No, I know, but that was just one bag of bugles. That
That's a
whole
box. It's a box.
I love the fact that's what you're focusing on, little Mo.
That's
too.
impressive.
He's like, hold on. Is there
Hold on,
anything me?
everybody.
That's what I need to
Something
know.
Hold on. Oh dear.
That's hilarious.
That is really funny.
Oh dear.
And
Well,
this, is, and this is what you watch, ladies and gentlemen.
it's out there.
What is that?
What the hell?
It's a mayonnaise. This is your gap.
No, that's not.
Hell
No,
no.
it's
What is
That's
that?
not you.
What is it?
No.
It's a mayonnaise thing.
What is
That's not-
going
what's a
on?
thing?
What is going on?
What the hell are you doing? Where'd you open that up from?
Did you just
Was-
steal that from
Was that
somebody?
in with the bugles?
No, it was sitting here as a package. It came in today.
Where the?
It's
Hey,
a,
what in the hell is going on?
Is that like a cleaning wipe but mayonnaise?
it's like a mayonnaise thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what does that mean? No one knows what that means.
What's it mean?
it's a chew toy for Rose.
He kept saying thing over
It
and
tastes
over.
like
It's a-
mayonnaise?
It's a jar of mayonnaise.
It's
Oh dear.
really, really not.
We have gone so far off the goddamn rails right now.
That is not where we expected any of this to go.
I know.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I thought that was it.
What the hell is that?
The hell is going on?
I'm so funny. It feels like bugles, but it was bugles.
All right. Well, I'll figure it out, and once I know where the
Do it
thing
in a
we
future
actually
show.
did get you wound up,
Sorry,
we'll get
Will.
it to you. So
Sorry, Will. That's my fault. Well, that was a great way to end the show, really.
Hilarious.
But we'll start with Little Mo. Little Mo, you want to say goodbye and thank you to anybody in particular or anything?
No.
No?
I got nothing. I'll be here next year, you know?
Okay, we'll be here next year.
I
Will?
just can't believe what the fuck you just got.
That was pretty funny. Well,
So confused.
Thank you all for allowing me to hang out with you and have
man.
really weird ass moments like the one we just had. And
That was top of the year right there.
that was awesome.
How would you say that happened?
and occasionally talk some Seahawks football. So you know,
it's in there somewhere.
Wait, I'm confused. Do you think who got that
No,
for
I
you?
just saw the package and I showed it to you. Right? I took a picture and showed it to you. You're like, yeah, that's it. Okay.
It just I just want to know who got it for you now.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I got those.
Go ahead, ask
Dustin, thank you and goodbyes.
Yeah. So, the fact that we do this every year and get to hang out with everybody every year, and sometimes even get to see each other in person, I appreciate that. Just the fact that Dennis mentioned earlier that we were on a show called Blue Wave a long time ago, and when we left that and stopped doing that, the idea that Matt and Dennis had to actually do this and start going with this, I mean, that's been a great thing for me personally. I've really enjoyed it, and just talking to the guys and we go through a lot in our lives, so we all have, and we've always had this group of people to talk to and you can lean on, and it's been awesome. And I appreciate it, and I know Matt's stepping back a little bit next season, and we'll miss you for sure.
Definitely.
We'll look forward to whenever you do actually, when you're able to make it and come on. So I just want to say we'll miss you, and I love the fact that you guys put this whole thing together, because without you guys doing that, none of this would have ever happened. And appreciate you, Matt, and love you, and talk to you when we can.
Yeah. All right, Matthew. Mario England.
Yeah, it does seem 12 years does seem a long time, doesn't it? I just want to say a big thank you to the guys for being able to be flexible this year because of my ability to get online and not be online and have to drop out last minute and stuff. And I hate doing that to you guys because that ruins the show's vibe, and things don't happen if I don't turn up. I got a lot going on, and it will be okay, and I'm gonna fix it, and it will be fine. But over the course of the next year, I may pop on, I may appear, I may make a sudden appearance, I may be able to do all of that, but I just need to take some time away to be able to focus on getting some shit sorted out health-wise. And once I get beyond that, who knows, I'll come back for another 12 years. We'll do the whole thing again for another 12 years. But it does mean that I'm missing out on season 13, which is awesome, because that's clearly a bad luck season.
Great.
Nobody wants to be there for that, but I will promise you now, if Aaron Rodgers is our quarterback, I will be back next season in force to take him down. And what I will say, if hopefully if we do another Seattle meetup next year, then let me know the time and the place, and I'll see if I can get a plane over, and I'll see if I can meet you guys in Seattle. That would be awesome. Special thanks to Dennis. 12 years ago, we just came up with an idea. We just came up with a stupid idea.
We did.
And we have stuck with it, even though no one has watched. And
we still love it.
But it's been an absolute pleasure for the first 12 years. You'll hold down the fort for another 12. And as soon as I'm able, I will come back and make sure that I can give you some more insight onto what you should be wearing for every Seahawks game.
Good, because we'll keep a light on for you. You know that.
Yeah.
We need the help. I mean, look at us.
Yeah, and it's not really goodbye. It's not really goodbye. It's just like taking a little hiatus. We're good, and he may come back for a couple shows next year too. So it's not goodbye and farewell. Like with Mark, Sazman Mark. You two are always been a part of the family here, and you always will be. And the bigger family for everyone here that's on, that comes on every week. I look forward to this every Friday, even though it's a Saturday. I look forward to this every Friday. It really makes my week go by knowing that I've got so many good people to talk to and have laughs with and enjoy talking sports with. Like one of my friends said when he heard it when we first did it, hey, it just sounds like a bunch of you guys at the bar talking about Seahawks. That's exactly what we want. We're not any experts. We're more Saturday Night Live and way less 60 Minutes. We don't want to bore you with news over and over, but there is news that happens. But we want to have fun. We want to do skits. We want to be funny or try to be funny or try to crack jokes during the whole thing. Because who wants to sit through an hour and a half of, he had 57% of his snaps in which he did this. right? We don't want to be bored with stats and stuff like that. We want to have fun. It's entertaining. We hope that you have some fun listening to us. For anyone who's ever listened and who still listens, I can't believe we're going to a 13th season. It's amazing. The show continues to change and rotate as it would for after a long time. And I can't say enough for my yin to my yang, my partner in crime, Matt from Maryfield, England, who's a brother. You guys are all like brothers to me, except my son, because that would be illegal. So
that'd be weird.
The other three of you are like brothers to me, including Statsman Mark, and that brotherhood is strong and will always be strong through anything. And I enjoyed talking to the games about the games, but more often I enjoy just talking with my friends and hanging out for a little time online. So I appreciate everything one does to make this show a little bit funner, a little bit more bearable, a little bit more interesting.
Well,
and
here's what I'll chime in for a second. I do want everyone to point anything out to people that you stay up and you edit this, and this would not be possible without you. You do all this.
Well,
you get all the ideas.
Well,
you do.
you.
We do this. Well, after this, we're done. You stay up and you edit and you do all that.
Yeah.
So,
it's easier when you have people doing what they're doing, but I do, and it's something I enjoy doing. I love doing it. It's a labor of love, and I do thoroughly enjoy it. And I just thank you all.
It got Little Mo to say something nice about you for once.
I know. I should write that. I got it recorded, so I'll just make that my ringtone, and I'm good to go.
That'll be good. So, Self-affirmation every morning. Play that clip.
Yeah, no kidding. So on behalf of everyone here and who isn't here, who's ever been on the staff, who's ever been on a show, we'll be back. This is not goodbye, farewell. This is goodbye. See you in a couple months, because we'll have our drafts coming right around the corner. We'll have our draft shows coming up. We'll have the season, the camping episode, and then the preseason. And next thing you know, it's more Seahawk regular season football. So until that moment, as always, we encourage you to join the Facebook 12-Man Fan Jam Show page if you can. And as always and forever, go Hawks.
go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
And what are you, an archaeologist?